bien aimé? Franchement, c'est des fous.
So back here at Chesney, we're about to begin over number 15 with Corentyne coming for his third. Umpire not quite ready. The music, I think it's the reason. Jonathan Foos on strike on 41. And he goes looking for a big boundary, will not get it. Actually does. I didn't realize it was that well hit, Ronaldo. But what a way to start after the drinks break. 100 on the board now for Chesney. He'll start over number 15.
Yeah, even Fu was disappointed with it. Didn't get all of it, but importantly, he got in the gap. And again, I mentioned the bats. Good bat he has there. Raced away for 4. Big slog across the line.
But that's Corentyne is just pushing it wide of the off stump, not allowing Fu to get the connection that he got in the previous delivery. And this time it's a bit too wide now for the umpire's liking. Corentyne is not pleased because he's seeing the ball pitched and moved away. What do you think?
Tight call. Tight call. That one was the other one. Ganesh, of course, both off spin. That one went the other way. And view the umpire. Just wide of the batter. This time inside the line. Again, it's playing in good spirits. Karen Ganesh, Jonathan Fu, all smiles. This time he connects. That one's going to sail over the ropes. That's 50 for Jonathan Fu. Well played.
Massive hit from Jonathan Fu indeed. Had to fetch that one from just outside the off stump. In fact, wide outside the off stump. And he did well backing himself, getting good bottom hand. And someone at home who was taking a nap suddenly awoken because of a big bang on their roof.
Well, I'm not sure why they're sleeping. You have cricket playing. You have to come out. ACS is playing Chesney. Brilliant knock from Fu so far. Started a bit slowly, get his eye in. Now he's raced up to 51, just 38 deliveries. He's going again into the gap. That one should be 4 more. It's just slowing up on the outfield. From the sound made out of the bat, I thought it was 4, but just slowed up towards at furthermost part of the ground.
Yeah, that's the biggest side of the ground in the V there, the northwestern section. And I love the look of the Chesney ground with the advertising boards, the old time way. And this one goes big again, and this one is even further beyond the house this time. And Karen Ganesh not happy at all. 2 sixes and a 4 in the over. Another expensive over coming to an end from him. And Jonathan Fu riding his luck, putting on a good show into the 60s. 15 gone, 117 for the loss of 2.
The man looking for his signal all the time, you know. Can't signal anybody.
So Jonathan Fu is calling for his helmet now. I suspect some pace is going to come. It's going to be Danai. But it looks as if he's marking his run up there to come from the southern end. This is the combox end, the southern end of the ground here at Kilcoy, Chesney. I was making a point about the old time advertising board as Indrajit comes back. Has that ancient look. If you look at that white shot there, you can see some advertising boards around. I guess that's why they call Berbice Ancient County. Hello, Indrajit.
Hello to you, John, and that's the reason why I'm here, because I'm from an era that has gone past. Yes, and it's always looks splendid for those, that support the game, have their names recognized or their businesses recognized, and it adds to the color, the flavor of the entire atmosphere at a cricket ground. And certainly those are things we have seen at some grounds across Guyana. It's prominent here, actually on one side. That's the northern side of the ground here at Chesney. And looks good.
So Danai for his fourth over. 1 for 19. This time coming from the southern end. Partnership of 97 from 52 so far. Tickled finally. The faster you come, the faster you go. 4-run signal by umpire Imran Mokan. And that partnership continues to be a worrisome one for ACS.
Yes, it will be, because the longer Jonathan Fu stays out there, and we have seen Jonathan here building a beautiful inning. So far it's been good. 59 from 40 balls, and that spells some trouble if they do not pitch to him properly. Now this is a better line delivery, well bowled, but still they got the single, easily pushed by Kisun, who has gathered himself nicely and looks a much better player. Remember that ferocious 6 over long on. He's gone on to 25 from 24, so he too is opening up, and the total is not a bad one so far in over number 16.
Yeah, mind you, it's a small ground in the G, so the straight boundaries very short. The square boundaries are longer than the straight boundaries. Danai went for 4 early, looking to come back good. Outside edge, good feeling. That short third man, Corentyne is the experienced campaigners there. But an area and a club with rich history.
Yes, I do agree with you, John. Just to the northern end of the ground, a beautiful home where Imran Khan lives.
Imran Khan.
Yes,
Corentyne
Imran
Thunder.
Khan. That's right. Down the track, blasted, it's bumping, coming towards me, sticks into the chain link fence. That's a spectacular sight. I think your cameraman might be going there to, that's right, they're going to pull it away from the chain link fence.
Umpire may want to have a look at that as well to see if the ball has lost its shape, not only from the chain link fence but from the bat of Jonathan Fu. No, he's not looking at it. Oh, this is magnificent hitting from Jonathan Fu, and that one has gone 1 block away from where we are. No ground is big enough for that one, and Jonathan Fu is really entertaining the little crowd here today.
Yeah, superb shot, and look at that, it has gone into another street. That's the cross street, and ferociously hit once again by Jonathan Fu, and that is what he is known for. He's a very, very strong guy, and once he spends time out in the middle, well then this is what we can expect from Jonathan Fu. If you don't pitch, you're going to pay the penalty. Suresh Dana is still waiting for the ball to come back. I'm sure they're going to get it. There's some youngsters in that area there. If he stays there maybe in another 20 minutes, you can count them going in those directions.
I don't think 20 minutes is enough, because it take about 5 minutes to retrieve one of those balls. 50 runs from the first 5 deliveries of Danai's 4th over. A big total is being projected here. As you can see, it's now past 200 runs for ACS. And if Jonathan Fu stays there to the end, I think we'll have more than that on the board.
Chesney, 132, and doing a pretty good job. This partnership is surely worrisome for them. Remember, ACS won the toss this morning and invited them to take for a strike. Jonathan Fu has gone on to 6-9. He's playing a fine hand. Let's see what's he going to do with this one. And he's going out through the covers. Well, down towards wide long off, in fact. And just a single this time, a straight delivery. Now that's the line he needs to bowl. The over's been completed. 16 overs gone, 132 for the loss of 2. Imran Khan 3, he retired hurt. Ball smacked into the gloves, which did some damage along the wrist. Afras Buru made 7. Sinawai Chatagoon 21. Those are the ones back in the pavilion. Fu 70 from 44 and Kisun 25 from 24. And look at the bowling department. Danai, 4 overs, 1 for 35. Yadram, 4 overs, 1 for 25, the wicket takers.
We've seen 70 runs being scored by Ricardo Peters for North Essequibo. And on this tour of ACS, that was the highest score. That is the highest score of this tour. And look at the partnerships here in the Jeet. 95 runs for this partnership for the third wicket. Targoon and Fu put on some runs there, but at the top of the order, nothing really. So
And that 95, John, of just 58 deliveries.
Jonathan Fu contributing 66 of those. So now he's on to 70, the joint highest individual score of ACS Tour of Guyana 2024. And because he's still at the crease, he has the opportunity to go on and get the best score of the season. Ricardo Peters of South Essequibo played a magnificent innings in a winning cause over this ACS side. And that innings is the innings that give ACS the only defeat on tour so far.
Yes, I watched it in bits and parts, John. It was indeed a fine innings by, what was it, Otis Roberts? That's the name?
Ricardo Peters.
Ricardo Peters. Looks very, very good. Well,
Raymond Perez starts a spell and has Jonathan Fu edging. He was comprehensively beaten on that occasion. Indeed.
well, that's the line that they need to bowl to him. I mean, you must work out your man. If you give him width outside the line of the off stump, he's going to slog sweep you. And once he connects, they're going to disappear. You don't want to give him that luxury at all. I prefer to see them do this. Continue bowling straight to the stumps.
Just enough connection. Waited on it. And then, like a tennis player, swatted it nicely. So this is good awareness from Jonathan Fu. Waited on that slow ball from Raymond Perez, who's now into the attack. So coming into the attack in the 17th over, because Dana has been expensive and he's looking to have someone with pace on do the works. But Jonathan Fu now, consecutive boundaries, now the leading, well, has the highest individual score in this year's ACS Tour.
So Perez has to learn and learn early. Oh, that's a good delivery. Bowl it just there. He needs to do that much more often. The partnership has gone on now to 100. Absolutely splendid.
Yeah, 103 from 61 deliveries. Jonathan Fu has been the aggressor in this partnership. So it's really a good innings. Just what the doctor ordered. Look at that. 74 from 37. Jonathan Fu alone in this partnership. And now with the keeper up, Fu is back into his crease. And sometimes the bowlers, who tend to say they're fast bowlers, will not be happy about a dot ball. And I think he's going to say, yes, I've kept him quiet.
Well, you look at that one. Was a short delivery way outside the line of the off stump. And Fu powered it down towards wide mid-wicket region. So just try not to give him those short deliveries. Maybe if he had stepped on the back foot, that would have careered over the top of backward point or third man.
Good finish to the over from Raymond Perez. His first 9 runs in all. The first 2 deliveries went for boundaries. It came back nicely to concede a single from the final 4. 17 gone. 142 for the loss of 2. Chesney asked the bat first. The 25 overs affair against the visiting American Cricket Society. Energy cricket in the country really is something that we all look forward to. The crowds come out, nice little crowd, regardless of who is playing. You see that the crowd normally come out and support. And this club, this venue has been getting good support. Everyone in this area seems as if it's one happy family.
Yes, and you could not have said it better, John. Absolutely so true. The atmosphere in the country areas. I mean, where Cricket West Indies has stated that they will play games at the state-of-the-art grounds and other grounds that are suitable for regional cricket. But sometimes where those grounds are situated, and especially on a working day, you won't find people going in. Sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5 will watch a 4-day game or even a 1-day game. You look at Chesney here, nice build-up of spectators, and that has happened across the country. And more, I'm sure, where we're going on Sunday, they will have a good turn-up of spectators there. Police, you're heading to Police tomorrow, right, John, what I'm saying?
So they're playing against Police at the Queen's College School ground.
Good.
Because Police, Everest, GCC are the venues that will be used for practice for the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. So those venues have their pitches under reconstruction. Oren Williams is back. Low full toss to Fu. Fu will get an easy single.
Yes, played in the country areas. You're talking about cricket. I remember going to the Kanji ground, regional cricket there, Skeldon, regional cricket there. Albion, well, that's a name we'll never forget. That is going through some tremendous make-up at the moment, makeover. Understand the grass is growing there beautifully at the moment. Lights have already been installed. So, you know, going up to IFLAC as well, that hosted matches previously. Hampton Court in Essequibo. Diamond Community Centre as well. Wow, this is smacked down towards the boundary, beats the diving fielder. Has it? It has? Yes, and that's 4 runs. That was hit pretty hard by Kisone.
Yes, short delivery. He smacked it nicely. Had to fetch slightly from outside off. But then Wilson right back on the boundary. It's a small straight boundary. He covered it, but just could not stop it. That was how well it was hit.
Yes, and he's playing with a lot of bottom hand here. Down towards cover this time. Can't get past the fielders. Oren Williams. He has bowled well. Wicketless onto this time. None for 21. But he has brought some stability in the bowling department.
Hey, Dio. I remember Zamin Amin and the rest of the Amins from right here in Chesney. Suresh Daniram, Sunil Daniram, Narsin Dunarain. Some of the famous names coming out of Chesney. Already we mentioned Shabika Gajnabi. All went on to represent their country at various levels. Dunarain international cricket. Dunarain Chattergoon, who lives not far, went on to play international.
Yes, John, and those names that you call are names that we are familiar with. Well, there's a big shout there for leg before. Umpire Mokan will have none of that one. Just saying now it was going down the leg side. We shall certainly see that on the replay.
I will have to agree with umpire Mokan on that occasion. The foot was planted, but upon impact it actually went outside the line of the leg stump. So that ball moving with the foot, I think, will have been missing. So 18 gone, 147 for 2. Williams with one more over in the bag to go.
Yes, John, you spoke about those cricketers, the Amin brothers. You talk about Narsingh, Dinarain, Imran Khan, Shabika, Gajnabi. And I understand the reason why. They have a beautiful ground here. They've been making use of the ground, playing cricket, watching cricket. So when you are brought up as a child from atmosphere like that, you can only get good.
Oh, look at that. Lots of bottom hand in it. Pulled away a short delivery from Raymond Perez at the start of his second over, the start of the 19th. And that was pulled savagely through mid-wicket, and it was a flat 6.
Hit hard, he muscled into that one, got the results that he wanted it. No doubt might be looking to hit it longer than that to make a spectacle of it. And like an Andre Russell style, outside the line of the off stump and smacking this one over the top of cover and away to the boundary for 4. That's how you play the wide deliveries, John.
Yeah, 150 coming up. in the process. And that one, he had a chase, like you said, but got bat onto it. It's bat and ball we're playing, and that really is a good way to get into the 90s as well for Jonathan Fu, by far the highest individual score this season.
It's 90 from 52, and look at that score. That boundary takes it to 157 for the loss of 2. We're in the 19th over.
So, freeze again. I thought you pick up the walkie-talkie and just freeze, you know. Serious. I thought I should pick up the walkie-talkie and take freezing.
Well, we have just witnessed a massive blow back over the head of the bowler. And 161 now for the loss of 2. So he's dealing in boundaries. And look at Perez. 6-4-4, forced 3 deliveries. And I think Jonathan Fu is going to capitalize on whatever injury has been done down the track. Well, this guy saw him coming down the track, sprayed it wide, and goes through to the keeper. Smart bowling. And now a dot, in fact, a 0 goes in that bowling column. Relieving the pressure a little, John.
I think the pressure's still on the bowler. Fu looking to get to his 100 in grand style, will drag it down just for a single. One of the prominent persons as well, Prem Manboard. There's one of the advertising boards for him and his family, but Uncle Prem has done exceptional for this club and this community as well. In the air, but short of Guyana shot extra cover. And now they'll get runs via the overthrow, but importantly, more runs being added to Chesney's total. 19 gone, 163 for the loss of 2.
Yes, and with 19 gone, look at those coconut palms in the distance. They dot right around the ground. That's a hallmark when you come to the Corentyne coast. The land of coconuts as well. Land of wonderful people, beautiful girls. I'm not too certain about the men up here, but we can talk about that dimension maybe a little later. But generally, a place that is known for its hospitality. I love Berbice, known as the ancient county, doing well in cricket over the years, continues to do well. Lots of farming going on here, business as well in Berbice, and nothing can beat a cool coconut water on a hot day. So John, the attention is now turned to Jonathan Fu, who has gotten 95 from 55 deliveries. Kisoon, however, will be taking strike from Orain Williams to start over number 20.
2. Check 2. Check 2. This is over number 20. What a shot! Inside out. Look at that savage extra cover drive. Bang into, seems as a vehicle behind there. Big shot.
Well, that John, our cameraman, just give us a little shot. It smacked into the team bus. One of the windows. That was a ferocious shot from the right-handed Kisoon. Picked it on the up and smacked it there. So there's some concern down there.
It's part of cricket, I tell you, because it's not the first time that a vehicle has been hit. But look at that shot in the jet, inside out over extra cover. That for me is perhaps the shot of the day.
It has to be. And let's look at this again. Got the width, the room, and that was smacked and crashed into the team bus. And apparently, the ball is following that bus. The same thing happened at Bushlot when they played their game. Smacked into the window. They had to move the bus. Very difficult to maneuver where you park your vehicle in a densely populated residential area.
Yeah, I'm not sure if ACS and Narishki students telling ACS do not go back. Oh, that's a high full toss. Immediately signaled no ball, but it's pulled away savagely. Consecutive boundaries now for Kisoon. Could be a bit dangerous. He was trying to slow ball.
Yeah, well, that was very close towards the helmet, but he did went through for the swing and connected beautifully. 4 runs. The umpire now changing the signal. 4 runs. Nevertheless, Orion might be saying, if I give you outside the off stump, you're going to crack the team bus again. So let me give you something so that you can play down the lake side. His figures have been damaged in this over, John.
It's his final over, realizing that they can actually score some boundaries off of his loose bowling. So he's been punished because of too much of experimenting. It was too wide outside the off stump. And then a slow full toss, trying a slow delivery. Not a low full toss for the free hit, but good feeling from Suresh Tanai. So they did not take that single there in the cheater, did not take a run there. I guess Naresh Kisoon saying to Jonathan Fu, stay there, I will handle Orion Williams.
Well, he has gotten 40 from 34. Spent some time getting off the mark. I think it was the 9th delivery that he got off the mark. But look at the score for him now, his personal score, 40 from 34, which is excellent.
Sometimes it's not the start, that's how you finish. He's doing well so far. Yeah, making some room outside his off stump and missing. Sometimes when you move around the crease a lot in the G, you tend to lose focus because you're premeditating what you're doing. It's not on its merit, and then you do not capitalize on a scoring opportunity.
Yes, and when you move across too, you have to ensure that your eyes are on the ball, because you can lose everything. You lose power, you lose your total balance, which is so important for you.
Slightly quicker from Williams, but what he's bowling in the JIT, just between the stumps and that wide line. So he's not trying to go too close to the stump, which is going to be too close to the bat of Kisoon, but also trying to stay within that arc, that area, that good zone. So good stuff.
Yes, certainly good stuff. You don't want to be short here. So he's hitting the corridor where he wants it.
Look at the exaggerated inward movement. They'll get a single, but not in total control, Kisoon.
And that's the area where he's presenting a lot of problem for Kisoon. Whenever he touched down there, you look at the previous deliveries that went for boundaries. The one that went for 6 was short and it was wide. The other one was a full toss that was taken from about his face down through backward square. Once he gets it up, he's struggling to get the ball away. And that's a good delivery. Jonathan Fu getting a single here, just pitched outside the line of the off stumper, just caressing it. 20 overs gone. Chesney, they are 176 for the loss of 2.
That's the end of Orion Williams. None for 34 from his 5 overs. So the final power play now being signaled. 176, loss of 2.
And look at that partnership, 138 from 83 deliveries. This will tell you how this match has swung into the favor of the boys from Chesney. We also saw Niall Smith. He was walking just past us. He's in the house, having a pretty good bowl in this year regional 4-day championship.
Kevlin Anderson is with him, so the national players are around. Yeah, the Guyana Harp Eagles, after a very ordinary start and a washed out game as well in the first round, coming back, getting some points, getting some good individual performances as well. So may not want to win the title, but can be very competitive, put your hands up for some good individual performances.
young Isaac Turn. You know, he has made his debut and looks real good. Bowl with pace, bowl with sense as well. And we have seen some of the ferocious deliveries that he has. His bouncers have been good. His Yorkers have been good as well. Touching up on the tip of the off stump has been good. So he can only get better. It's good to see these guys back in Guyana. You know, they're coming out to give some support to their countrymen playing cricket.
Yeah, lots of the guys that are playing are either their former teammates or current teammates, because ACS, many of these players started at the youth level here in Guyana before migrating. And Raymond Perez, who's in the attack again, also part of the Guyana Harp Eagle side this year. This one is going to be 100 for Jonathan Fu. What a way to bring up 100. It was a delivery that's on the line of his middle and leg stump, and he muscled it over long on. A massive hit for Jonathan Fu. He's now on to 102 from just 57 deliveries.
Yes, John, once again, spraying it wide of the off stump, giving Jonathan Fu the opportunity to swing his arms. And this is a fantastic 100 by the Burbetian. 102, Jonathan Fu. Fine knock, 57 balls, 12 fours and 5 sixes. And I think there might very well be no holding back at this time. He's going to go after the bowling.
Good knock from him, the first 100 of this tour of ACS, whether it's for ACS or against ACS. And Jonathan Fu, we saw him at a venue very early, then he went for a walk, came back, seems determined for a big one, and he's doing the goods so far. 102 from 57, dominating this partnership, and is now responsible for the score being the way it is. They're approaching that milestone of 200 as well. Flamboyant shot coming out. Really good knock so far from Jonathan Fu. That was a ball again on the line of the leg stump and just helped it along its way.
Yeah, therefore the asking, but the execution by Jonathan Fu today, playing that shot, absolutely splendid. And with that shot, we've seen some sheep liming out in the outfield. Did I say Jonathan Fu? Well, he's gotten a lot today here, John. 106 from 58.
Perez looking to stem the flow of runs. It's got away too wide of the mark. This is Perez's first game of the season. Not sure what bowling performances he had coming into this game. How much he has been working on his bowling. That's a half tracker in the Jeet, and not to a man who's well set on 100 plus and going.
Yes, he's battered and bruised here, Raymond Perez. Now he's going to slow up his run. What he's going to deliver now to Jonathan Fu? That's short, and that swung away down towards mid-wicket. Didn't get it. Well,
No ball for you.
that's a no ball. So we're going to have a free hit here. Another short delivery, looking for the head of Jonathan Fu. And look, he's in his third over. None for 40. So he's gone from ragged to ruins.
And a change of the weapon now. The weapon of mass destruction is being exchanged.
That's modern day weapons that Dr. Ronaldo Magarel was talking about. You can pick out the made of that bat, John.
Nope. Take outside edge, but guiding it nicely. One bounce down towards that wide third man region. That was the free hit, and it's gone. Umpire has not signaled us yet, has he? 4 runs. Scooping it up
Yes,
nicely.
lovely looking shot once again. And Jonathan Fu, he's seeing them like breadfruit. He's seeing them like football. Wow, that's another good shot by Jonathan Fu. Given width once again. And Perez, none for 44. How can you come back, youngster?
So Perez approaching that 50-run milestone, but a milestone of 200 for Chesney is on the cards. They're one hit away from that. With Fu at the crease, it's very gettable from one delivery. That's off the QN of the bat, and look at what he's doing. He's holding the strike. Previously, he had an opportunity to get a single at mid-wicket. Now at long off, and not happy with singles. He wants boundaries, Jonathan Fu. A man on a mission.
Is it a lighter bat or heavy bat? Which one you think they might prefer at this time?
There he goes. Light or heavy. He's making light work of this bowling. And that one has certainly traveled the distance for another big six here from Jonathan Fu. And he's now into the 120s, 200 on the board in convincing style.
Now this is taking a trip in the air and it's going into the residential areas. It's gone on top of the roof of a house there. That's a massive blow. Well, sometimes you hear people say they throw the kitchen sink on that. That was the whole house. The 200 has come up, 201 for the loss of 2, 21 overs gone.
Raymond Perez, 3 overs, none for 50. His first game for ACS this season. And if he's picked as a bowler, I'm not sure he's going to be picked again as a bowler because these figures do not inspire confidence at all.
Yes, 25 runs coming off that Raymond Perez over. His 3 overs have cost him 50 runs, but he's coming up against a Jonathan Fu, who is well set out in the middle. I remember someone once say, if you want to get Jonathan Fu out very quickly, he's of the Chinese ancestry, make him laugh, Doc. And when he laughs, what's going to happen?
His eyes will close.
Well, today his eyes are wide open, and he have smacked a number of them all across here. Boundaries galore, 120 from 63 deliveries. This has been a powerful knock.
Yeah, I'm really glad I made a trip up here to Chesney to see his innings. It's always better to see it live. 120 of just 63 deliveries. Magnificent power hitting. That's what you want to see in a limited overs match. And that just goes to show he's not finished. He has a lot in the tank still.
Chetram Balgobin here, and this is a big swing down towards long on. Just truck the single because they want Fu to stay on strike. None for 16 so far. He is in his 3rd over, Chetram Balgobin.
How will Fu play him? Not sure why I'm asking that question because we all know how he's going to play. He's going to go after him.
Yes, he's going to play the slog sweep. Might be backing away, looking to explore the offside field, but he will be looking to go over the fence, whatever it is. He's going to swing across the line. That's the way he plays, Jonathan Fu. Well, he offers him a wide. Nothing to play any shot, but another ball has to be bowled. Another run in the scorebook.
As we call hiding the ball.
Well, you can't run, you can't hide. You have to bowl there.
It has gone all the way. It has. Off the back foot. Another powerful shot from Fu. Punched. And it was just sailing. Crashing into the zinc beside the main pavilion. What a shot. Look at that. Off the back foot. Out the middle as well.
Yeah, that was another poor delivery. And where has that gone? Has it hit another vehicle? I'm getting a little bit worried here now. Swell? Well, we're not too certain. It might very well gone into another vehicle. But once again, a short delivery and give Jonathan Fu, like we said, back away and spanked it.
I think you're looking for another ball. That was just cannoned into the zinc. Maybe bounced and gone into someone's yard. What an innings this has been. Started a bit slowly, but they've already posted 200. Look at that shot again.
Look at that last shot. Yes, just backing away, given the width, and crashing on top of the zinc and then bouncing, I think, across the street. Yeah. So, umpire Mokan and umpire Muntazali, they're still waiting on another ball to come. The little boys are wrong here. If they go ball hunting, they can make their day. Have you ever gone that way?
No Jeet, but looking out there, beautiful scenes here. Nice, cool, gentle breeze. Just has those leaves dancing in the wind. Beautiful day for cricket.
Easter time, the little boys will use the pointers as well to make the what they call facey Remember, use the 3 brooms, 2 brooms diagonally and 1 horizontally across the middle. Look at that partnership, 171 from 92. Fu 120 from 63. And Naresh Kisoon 41 from 37. In the partnership, 42 from 38 for him. And Jonathan Fu 122. My word, we're witnessing some real power hitting here from Jonathan Fu. And the ads that you're seeing running on top of the screen there, want to say thanks to each and every one of those businesses and maybe individuals for supporting the American Cricket Society tour of Guyana. It's a fantastic job. It's expensive, you know, to get from America to here and to get back traveling the coast of Guyana. And those guys have done a fantastic job. We say thanks to you on behalf of the American Cricket Society. I love the donut advertisement. You love donuts?
I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but I would eat one.
Which is the best part for you? Well, Andrew is saying here his best part is the middle. John Ramsing went and bought some ice cone and he ordered it without ice. That's a slow delivery. And Jonathan Fu, as cool as a cucumber, shuffled in behind and played defensively. Look out for this one here, Balgobin.
Tight line into the pads and worked away. Balgobin has struggled a bit with his length. He's bowling very short. He's varying his pace, but that short length, he's not giving himself a chance.
Yeah, and he has worked out something here for Jonathan Fu, because in 2 deliveries, just scoring 1 run. That's a big swing of the bat. Will it sandwich the 2 fielders? It can't. And Raymond Perez running away from that long off position. Got there ahead of Wilson. Good fielding.
Yes, good fielding. Didn't get all of it, Kisoon, but still had enough to maybe travel to the boundary, but could work right on the long on boundary. Raymond Perez coming in for his first match.
So let's see. Fu now has another chance to dispatch Balgobin, who has a chance by himself to get the wicket of Jonathan Fu. We see that they forward square. Well, in fact, the ball has gone next to the umpire at the square leg region.
Yeah, I think they had 2 balls on the field, so had to stop play for a bit.
Yes.
So it's jockeying the strike now for the next over. Chesney 212 for 5. For 2 rather, from 22.
I like that term. Jockeying the strike. That's when, you know, when you own the bat. You want to ensure that you jockey it, get that there, frustrate your partner at the next end. But I guess with the way Jonathan Fu is going here, you can see him go past that 150.
Still a lot of time, 3 overs left. And we've already seen the power that he possesses. A couple of shots, he's there. Just 22 away from 150.
So in that over, how many? 11 runs scored off the bowling of Chetram Balgobin. So the skipper Karan Ganesh has brought himself back into the attack. In fact, it's going to be Yadram. Yes. That's our boy from the east coast of Demerara.
Yes, hails from Enterprise on the east coast. I see the team bus now. It's heading out, maybe going to repair that window.
Well, that can't be the safe zone at all if he's going to be there, because that's the area Jonathan Fu will be looking for. Now he's got a turn there at that end. I think Bashkar will be bowling short of a link delivery, maybe just outside the line of the off stump as close as possible, and will be looking for the occasional Yorker into the leg stump.
In the context of this game, 1 for 25 from 4. Excellent stuff from the pacer. Full toss and hit in the air, didn't get all of it, and simply taken on a long on boundary. So full goes. Well played though. 128 from 68 deliveries. Sorry, he had to go out now.
Well, the Chesney team will tell you that they're sorry. The American Cricket Society will say we planned for that. That was actually a short of a length delivery, moving outside the line of the off stump. Didn't get the width he was looking for, but a majestic innings has come to an end by Jonathan Fu. Walks back with a broad smile across his face. 128 from 6 to 7 deliveries. Well played, Jonathan Fu.
Yeah, long trudge back to his teammates.
Yes,
but they'll be
hail the
happy.
champs, they will be saying. What do you think might be going through his mind?
Missed out on 150. Definitely. Good batting track. He was well set. Looking to go big on every delivery. Didn't get this one as he wanted. In walks national player. Left arm spinner. Could catch Moti. We know he can bat. He can hit some big ones. Still 2 overs, 5 balls remaining. A lot of time to get up to 250.
Yes, and Moti can be quite exciting with the bat in his hand. We have seen what he did over the years. I remember him scoring a sparkling, I think it was 102 at the Queen's Park Oval for the Guyana Jaguars then against Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. It was a majestic knock. Shots galore all over the place. And already he skies the horizon, look for scoring opportunity. He's going to take his first delivery now from Bhaskar Yadram coming round the wicket.
First ball, shots as you call it. That's going to race away into the boundary. 4 runs, first ball from Moti.
Right on target, and he just went and give himself a little bit of a room. Look at that from outside the line of the off stump. Wasn't a bad ball at all, but the shot this guy played was a tremendous shot. Deserved 4 from the time it left the batter.
And that's what we call reading the field. Mid-off was up. The cover was up. No one back on the boundary, and he just had to get the ball over those guys inside the circle. And he knew he was going to get runs. Good batting from the experienced left-hand spinner.
Yes, and Bhaskar might be wondering, what did I do wrong? Well, he didn't do anything wrong. It was just a great cricketing shot.
Going again. Umpire's called no ball, and it sailed over the ropes into the fence. That's 6 runs.
Well, apparently Bhaskar Yadram loved the previous shot. Look at this one. Attacking the off stump again. Outside the off stump, played the same shot, but this time he went up and got it for a maximum. You can't be bowling that to Moti. He's going to smash you to the boundary or get it across over the boundary, 10 out of 10 times.
The free hit coming up for Moti. Already 10 off 2. Pressure now on Yadram. He's taking his time, composing himself. Maybe thinking, where can I bowl to Moti? At this point, it's just looking to restrict these batsmen. Flicked away into the gap. Is that going to be 4 more? It is. So what a start for Moti. 14 deliveries, and this is the impetus that Chesney wanted towards the end of the innings.
Yes, I think Bhaskar started the over something like 2 for 21. Now look at his figures now. A wide, a wicket rather, then a 4, a 6 and a no ball, and another boundary. So his figures have been damaged in this over. Kudos to Moti. And Moti can play all the shots in the book. He's a gifted cricketer. I just wanted to know if he understands his ability with the bat. He's such a good batter.
Misfield there, allowing them to come through for the single. This is what you want from your batters. If you're not going to get the big shots, still score off every delivery. We cannot afford dot balls at this point.
Now that was a good delivery, the previous one, and Moti rode it nicely. Got up nicely on the toes and then put the bat over the delivery and steered it down towards backward point and getting the single. A good cricketing shot.
Yaram now to Kisoon. He's been there for a while. 43 from 39. Played a supporting role to Jonathan Fu in a massive partnership. Nice Yorker. Can only squeeze it out for 1. This is good bowling from Yadram. Looking to finish out the over. Close it out well.
Yes, and he's a good thinking cricketer. Bhaskar Yadram. smart player. He knows exactly what is required at this moment. But Moti has come back in strike. One delivery remain in over number 23. Where will he be looking to hit this? But I think that is dependent on what kind of delivery will Yadram be bowling.
Nicely tucked into the leg side. So the 23rd over has come to an end. Chesney Sports Club 230 for 3. 2 overs left. What score are you predicting, Sarjeet?
Well, a 230 for the loss of 3. Maybe another 16, 17 runs. Maybe they can even go past that. They still have batting to come here. So the score they might be looking for maybe 100 and how much? 259 or thereabout? 255? It's very possible. Because we can see some 6s and 4s with the way Moti is batting, and especially with Kisoon on 44 from 40, he'll be looking to score his half centuries. So they will look to go past that 250, maybe 255.
Balgobin now to bowl the penultimate over of the innings. Punished a bit in the last over. But his figures still look decent in the context of this game. 3 overs for 27. Chesney going at 10 runs and over, exactly 10. Want to get Moti out here. Can't afford for him to do much more damage. Straight up in the air. That one has gone miles. He's calling for it. And he made it look simple, Chetran Balgobin. Moti goes 4 down.
Yes, and Moti was aiming to smack that out of Chesney. Look at this shot, big shot. The upper edge found high in the air, and Balgobin had the presence of mind to settle under it, knowing it is his catch, and took that one behind of his head, falling back. Good judgment and a good catch indeed by Chetran Balgobin.
Yes, Moti 16 from 6. Good impetus put into this innings towards the end. Still over on 5 deliveries. Chesney already posting a good total on the board. I think this is going to be a very competitive total.
Saif Lachman going out in the middle there. Lachana? Yes, that's right. Saif Lachana. Understand he is the elder brother of Shabika Gajnabi, who is representing Guyana, represent the West Indies as well in women's cricket. So you see, the blood runs in the family of the Gajnabis.
Big shot, first up. But mistimed. Just going to get 1.
Well, with 6 wicket standing there, and this is the penultimate over of this match, we can expect these guys going for some big ones. Kisoon is back in strike.
Same thing.
And that's a big swing by Kisoon. Where that's gone. Well, it's going to be signal a maximum, and that's his half century by Naresh Kisoon. Congratulations to him. Started off slowly but blossomed beautifully here at Chesney, and he's going to feel happy with his knock. A well played half century.
Yeah, very well played from Kisoon.
Current score, striker current score, current match score.
Looking to advance to that one. Missing it. But the intent is clear at this point, as it starts 50 from just 41 deliveries. Hit away into the offside. Looking for the second. A bit of a misfield from Aldin Thomas out in the boundary, allowing them to come back comfortably.
Yes, and in the commentary box we agree with the presence of one of the younger Gajnabis. The younger brother is here. It's a big swing. How's that, he says. Not out, says the umpire. 24 overs gone, 6 legal deliveries remain. The score is 239 for the loss of 4.
That projected score 249. But who knows, a big one here could be the difference. And on the flip side, a very tight over could be the difference for ACS. Look at the scorecard. Jonathan Fu, the highlight of today's play so far, 128 from 68, 15 fours, 7 sixes. Not much after that. Just Naresh Kisoon, who just brought up his 50, for 4 deliveries, 3 fours and 4 sixes. Everyone else just chipping in. But definitely, Jonathan Fu has to take the spotlight for this innings.
And that was a thunderous 100 by Jonathan Fu. 68 balls. You know, that's amazing. The time that he spent out in the middle there, he made full use of it. Danai 1 for 35. Yadram 2 for 43. 1 for 36 for Balgobin. Those are the wicket takers. But you look at the economy. Danai going at almost 9 runs and over. So too Yadram. Karan Ganesh, almost 13, 12.67. And look at Raman Perez, 3 overs costing him 50 runs. I think there is actually where they went almighty wrong.
So Danai to close it out. His last and the last of this innings. How much can Chesney get up to? That will help over the infield. It's racing away. Didn't get all of it. They're gonna get 2 though. Good start to the over.
Yes, and they can live with that too, Suresh, Danai and the ACS team, because a boundary has not been struck. So, Lachana, 3 from 2 so far.
Good bowling from Danai, getting it into that block hole. Lachana can't do anything with that one. ACS require this. They want Danai to continue bowling like this. They need 4 deliveries that are similar to that.
Yes, the thing now is consistency here for Suresh Danai, because he sees that the right-handed Saif Lachana will be going across the line, and he can miss with the line that he is bowling. So you want to see him bowl more just like that, outside the line of the off stump there, and not giving him anything really. What Lachana needs to do here now, maybe a little bit of a chip if Danai continues like this, and try to get it through the covers. Just playing these shots across the line, he's going to miss those deliveries.
Earlier we would have asked the question, how crucial would 2 runs be on the boundary or that misfield? How crucial would this over be? A couple of dots already. Make that 3 dots in a row. Danai is really making up for that misfield on the boundary.
Yes, and with Lachana backing away here, good bowling by Danai, realizing that he's not going to charge him. He's not going to go over the top of cover. He's looking to swing across the line. That one came back from outside the line of the off stump. Good bounce and swing.
Yeah, a bit of bounce. It's good to see. 25 overs in, still having good bounce and pace. He's getting batting that one over Raymond Perez. But again, just 2. This is good stuff. ACS would not mind this at all.
Yes, certainly. And just like I said, look to go over cover through the covers. You can't be swinging across the line and missing the delivery. He played the shot, didn't get the boundary, but he actually got 2 in the process. So much better looking shot. But this has been a brilliant over by Suresh Danai.
Just 4 from it. Last ball coming up. How much can Lachana get? Not much, all along the ground. He's going to race with 4. He just picked up some speed towards the end there. And 4th end. Good end to the Chesney innings, but excellent last over from Danai.
Yes, and just like I was saying all the time, look for the cover drive. That's the area he's going to be strong with, and getting a boundary off the last ball. Danai 5 overs, 1 for 43. 247 for the loss of 4 wickets. That's a massive total in a 25-25 encounter.
Yeah, and as we mentioned before, Jonathan Fu, the highlight of today, 128 from 68, 15 fours, 7 sixes, ably supported by Naresh Kisoon, who left not out, 52 from 44, 3 fours, 4 sixes. Kunikesh Moti added some impetus to the innings towards the end, 16 from 6, 21 for Chattagoon, 7 and 3 for Budu and Khan respectively, 11 extras, 247 for 4, mammoth total.
Yes, indeed, a mammoth total. It has to bring out the best now from ACS. And look at the bowling department. Yadram 2 for 43. I thought he's bowled splendidly. One apiece for Suresh Danai and Balgobin. And very expensive. That total in itself, 247, will tell you that. So the players are going to take a break. We shall take a break too to join us as the ACS chase down that 247 for victory. So looking for the target of 239. We're over number 1. The score is 9 without loss. So good reply so far. It's a huge target, but certainly the American Cricket Society, they are playing good cricket so far, and they love to chase down runs. So having something to their advantage. But you look at that 248. That's a huge total in a T25 encounter. Lovely turn up of spectators. Weather continued to be good here, and we can expect a very good chase. Raymond Perez with national experience, and Randall Wilson. Wilson has been in good form this season too. He's going to take his first delivery. 2 boundaries in the first over. Perez with the first one, just opening the offside. As I say hello to Dr. Ronaldo Magaro.
Hi G, good afternoon once again. Yes, good start to the innings in reply to that 247 posted by the Chesney Sports Club. But still, 9 is not enough. If you look at the required run rate, it's over 9, now touching 10. So they need to get some boundaries early, get off to a good start. This will help. Driven brilliantly and good work on the boundary. Just wait to hear the name of that fielder. Zakir. Good work on the boundary. One-handed stop, preventing 4 runs. That's a good start for Chesney. They want to save every single run in the field.
Oh, that was brilliant fielding by Zakir. Knowing Usain Bolt would have been jealous of that sprint. And there's a big swing that's going to go over mid-wicket, and you hear that sound in the background, that gone away for a boundary. That's a fine shot by Randall Wilson. So good start here by the ACS. It was just touching down along the line of the off stump, and picked it up beautifully and smacked it for a boundary over mid-wicket. So that is going to do the scoring a lot of good. Perez himself is a good player, so I guess whenever that time's come, for him to go after it, he can too. A loud shout here for a catch at the wicket, and not out, says the umpire. That's Narang Dinarang. Can't believe it. He's a seasoned campaigner in this Chesney team.
Yeah, good delivery. Hitting him outside the off stump though, and ran away for 4. So excellent start to ACS's innings. 19 already on the board. Those 4 leg byes definitely helping. Now that current run rate above what's required. They need to keep this momentum, keep this rate going. Wilson in good form, already has a half century on tour. A lovely 60. So we know he can bat, and he offers consistency and solidity at the top of the order.
That's a glorious looking extra cover drive by the right-handed Wilson. Brings him up another boundary. The perfect cricket shot. Look at that. Moved into it beautifully from the time it left the bat. Even the fast-fleeted Zakir couldn't get down there. That's a fantastic shot.
Yeah, great way to end the over. So after 23 without loss, Wilson looks very at ease at the crease. Just easing this one past that cover fielder. They need a lot more of this.
And this is what that gives your team confidence, because after 2 overs, it's 23 without loss. That's above 10 runs and over. Just what they are looking for, both right-handers.
Ramcharan hit for 2 boundaries in his last over. Now back for his second. Looking to keep things tight. Maybe pick up a wicket early. Oh, big flash and drive from Perez. And missing that one by quite a lot.
Yes, and look at where the ball actually missed the bat. They say by a hair's breadth. He drove at it, left him a little outside the line of the off stump. That's well bowled.
Cracked away through the covers. That's going to go for 4. Brilliant shot from the national player. Perez looks in touch and in form.
Yes, there was no movement this time. Look at that one, short of a length, and he went after it, got the bounce he was looking for. Didn't look to hit it too hard here, Ronaldo. Just caressing it on the up through the offside field.
And these early boundaries going to put pressure on the Chesney team, particularly the captain, because they want to just keep things tight. Another drive. That's into the gap again. That one should run away. That's 4 more.
Well, I think they have not done their homework on. Yes, it has been pulled back. That's brilliant feeling out on the boundary area there. Slowed up tremendously. Had 4 written all over it, but maybe it is a little bit heavy on that outfield there. Might be very well spongy with the grass. Good looking shot.
Yes, even though it didn't go for 4, it's good running from ACS, picking up 3. So not a good start to this over. 7 already of the first 3 deliveries. Wilson now to face up to Ramcharan. 10 from 6. Very classy player. Here we see some of it. Guided away, steered past third man. 4 more. Brilliant start for Wilson and Perez. Good start for ACS.
That was all guile and supple wrist, opening the face at the last moment and guiding it through wide third man and gets the boundary. So he played the ball there on merit.
Once again, that ball hitting the boundary ropes. How much pressure is Chesney under?
And look at this one, tickled fine, but there's protection down there. Just the single, but they're scoring, and that is what matters. They have not been bogged down whatsoever. I hear somebody shouting in the crowd there. There's a mighty old young in what is it, Shafiq? Zakir gets his name right. Zakir. That's Zakir. So we can't go wrong. Kir is a delicacy here in this part.
Brilliant shot. Over cover. Just stood it and admired it. That's excellent batting from Perez. It's an excellent batting track.
And 3 overs gone. The score has gone on to 35 without loss. This is a brilliant start here. Very hectic start. Aggressive. This is just what they were planning to do. They've gotten some balls and some slot that they could play their shot. That makes it a little bit more easier on them. Great start, Ronaldo.
Yeah, flurry of boundaries for ACS, but still, because this mammoth total, that required run rate, still over 9s at 9.5 currently. 209 more runs from 132 deliveries. Lots of time left in this game, so a few wickets can change the game. A few more boundaries can bring that required run rate well down to manageable for the middle order to come. Kurdish Moti introduced very early. Just a 4th over the innings.
Well, he's going to be the trump card here for the Kilcoy Chesney 11. We know him, he's an international star, Gudakesh Moti. But sometimes when you come back at home and your boys know you, it can be a different story, but he's generally economical and very penetrative as well, the left arm orthodox spinner. Let's see if he can bring some stability here. But both Wilson and Perez, they're on a ride. 15 from 8 and 19 from 10 respectively.
Yes, we're still in the power play. So just 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle. Those 2 fielders being long off and deep mid-wicket. I think the line he'll be looking to bowl is just on or around that off stump line and pitched up. Invited him to drag it across the line, go towards that mid-wicket region or over long on. Play across the spin. Ball should be spinning away from the right hander. Wilson looks good.
Listen, just want to remind all our viewers and listeners, the target is 248 for victory here, the American Cricket Society. And right away, Moti is on a good line.
Yeah, that same line we spoke about just now. Just on that off stump, spinning away. Oh, very tight. Luckily, he got some bat in that one.
And Moti started very flat and quick here, didn't flight it at all, realizing it's a small ground. And sometimes when you look for the spinners to flight the ball, you realize that, they're playing to conditions as well.
Conditions here very suitable for batting. Some persons would call it a road. We see a few spin. Good shot. Using the feet. And this time, Zakir cannot reach around. 4 more to Perez. That's an excellent shot.
Yes, great use of the feet here. Just watch him coming down, greeting the ball brilliantly over the leaping fingers of Gudakesh Moti down towards the boundary at the long off area. And look, following up with a good little tickle down the leg side too. So they begin to score off Moti. Will they get the extras in the outfield? Well, they decide against it. But I like the use of the feet from Perez.
There's very good use of the feet early on. It shows that they're very positive, and it shows that he's been playing cricket, and a lot of cricket at that. Of course, at that first class level. Coming down to this level here, you should be dominating. And so far, he has dominated the bowling.
Yes, that was very, very tight. A little bit of an edge saved him there. That ball was heading into the stumps. Moti knows that. Wilson knows that too.
It's a single to end the fourth. ACS in reply. 4-6 out loss. Good over from Moti, just 7.
So hello to everybody viewing FL Sports broadcast of the American Cricket Society, that's ACS. Look at that Jonathan Fu innings, 128 from 68. Naresh Kisoon, 52 from 44. And Sinoy Chatagoon, former West Indian player, 21 from 15. Yadran, 2 for 43 from his 5. Danai, 1 for 43. Balgobin, 1 for 36, the wicket takers. Perez is 0 on 24 from 12. Wilson has 17 from 12. So we have 3 bowlers bowled so far: Riaz Ramcharan, Narayan Denarayan, and Gudakesh Moti.
So looks as though we'll have a bowling change from the northern end. This is going to be Budu. Some more spin introduced very early. So the game plan from this Chesney team, very clear from the start. They're going to stifle them with spin very early, not allow them to get away in this first power play. A lot of turn there for Budu, but well watched from Wilson.
And Ronaldo, the batting here has been of the highest standard. They're not only looking to score boundaries, but the rotation of the striker has been good.
Yes, when they can't get the boundaries, they're trying to keep the score ticking. Remember, 248, very big total in the context of a 25 over affair. They need to keep runs scoring.
Well, he got some width there, and Perez will feel that he just missed out on that one. There huge open gap in the offside field. It was wide outside the line of the off stump.
Is that a drop catch? Hands and heads there.
Looks as though he got the edge and dragged it back. I'm not too sure if it was actually a drop catch. Well, that ball passed precariously near the stumps.
Oh, what a catch! Is that a one-handed catch? Oh my goodness, that's Ramcharan. Where was Perez going in the first place? Not to the pitch of the delivery, still going after it. Getting the inner part of the bat and a one-handed stunner from the man at mid-wicket.
Yeah, look at that. That ball was way, way outside the line of the off stump. That could have been smashed over square cover, extra cover, even down towards third man. But he chose to swing it from way outside the line of the off stump, going through mid-wicket, and that's a brilliant catch. Ramcharan was the guy. Congratulations to him. He brought it off. He had to dive, go down low, one-handed catch, and this can lift team spirit. Well done, Ramcharan.
Yes, an early one for the Chesney Sports Club. ACS have gotten away to a flyer, but maybe that wicket can peg things back. In walks Oren Williams, another man in form for ACS. A lot of runs, few wickets as well. He's been a pillar for ACS at that number 3 position. Lots of runs, and he scores them quickly. Look at that strike rate, 157, average a third of 4, roughly. He has a 50 in this tour already. So ACS will be banking on him to get some more runs today.
Yes, he's a very solid player, Oren Williams. Look at this over so far by Afras Buru. You send down 4 deliveries, a single off the first one, then 2 dots, and then a wicket. So they're having some problems off the slow bowler here. He has done well. But I'm just wondering if we have a Gurukesh Moti look-alike in the commentary box. Should I take Andrew's word? The brother of Gurukesh Moti? I said look-alike. This is turned. And nicely knocked down once again by Ramcharan. So he seems to be a very, very good fielder. He has shown us the class so far.
Yes, Williams already off the mark. He loves to be positive. It's getting close to the boundary, but pull back. They're looking for 2. But still, a good end to a good over. Just 4 from it and a wicket. American Society bringing up their 50 in that over. They're 50 for 1.
What was your lunch, Ronaldo? Certainly not goat. They're still on the field.
It was some kind of curry. Look at that, 50 for 1 in response to that 2 for 7 posted by Chesney.
They're up to the challenge, ACS. Keeping with the run rate that is required, 10 runs and over. But things can change in a jiffy. With Perez being dismissed, Moti back, continues from the southern end. I love to look at contests within the contest. Oren Williams, the leading run scorer for ACS on tour, against the international spinner. Chance taken. Afras Buru right back on the boundary. And small boundaries can do that to you. You think that you can clear them, but then you find yourself falling just short. That's the situation with Oren Williams. ACS now losing the second in quick succession. 50 for 2. Williams going for 1.
Yeah, he had to go for it. They had to keep the momentum, and right away he knew he was out. Didn't get all of it at all, and a simple catch for Buru out in the boundary. And the man in form, he has to go for just 1. In walks the other Jamaican, Aldine Thomas.
We saw what Thomas did at Reliance against North Essequibo, swashbuckling half century. something he did a few years ago as well at the first class level for his first class side, Jamaica Scorpions, at the Diego Martin Sporting Complex in Trinidad against the Guyana Harpy Eagles. So you really have to dig deep now. Aldean Thomas, Randall Wilson has a start. He's on 18. So trying to develop a partnership, but they've got to do so very quickly. ACS under pressure. Chesney in control and in front.
Yes, that half century spoke about in yesterday's match. Down the leg side, it's going to run down to the boundary. That's going to be 5 wides. So 5 more added to ACS's total. 5 more extras goes into the books. And 5 less runs that ACS have to get. That half century mentioned from Thomas yesterday came off 26 delivery. 3 fours and 5 towering sixes. The last ball of their innings going well over mid-wicket. Much tighter this time for Moti. Respected from Thomas.
We just saw a look-alike of Gorakesh Moti gracing us with his presence. Big appeal, how's that? Umpire says Thomas, continue.
It's a tight call. Of course, umpire Mokan in the best position. Lovely flight. Where's that one hitting, John?
Yeah, that's certainly going to miss off stump, but hit middle and leg from my vantage point. Umpire Mokan is the man closest to the action, however, he felt might have been sliding.
There's Thomas off the mark now. Good running being exhibited out there.
Towards the end of over number 6 now. Or will be extended. That's going to run pretty close. Leg byes now. So leg by signaled by umpire Imran Mokan. So mixed bag of an over from Gorakesh Moti. Wicket, extras, runs, dot balls, everything in that over. After 6-1 for 2.
Yeah, ACS, even though losing those 2 quick wickets, they're still going at that tempo, just over 10, keeping that required run rate in check. It's below 10 at the moment. Moti, Afraz Budu, the 2 wicket takers so far. Still a long way for ACS to go. They need to continue with this momentum, continue this tempo. And we all know they have a lot of big hitters to come. They have the big show, Bashkar Yadram. We saw what he did yesterday as well in his half century. A lot of power hitting to come. So ACS just needs to get them close. And then those guys low down the order can get them over the line.
No, this is strange, bro.
Don't use the buddy. I use the use the game.
This is bad. I don't know I'm there.
It's on the table. I just pick it up and talk to them on.
Afraz Buru rushing the batter. Wilson there will have to be very watchful. So Afraz Buru into his second over. One of the more touted young players from Albion. You can see why. He started with the bat, now having an opportunity with the ball. We saw him in the field as well. Lots of revs on that one, just ill-directed. Good work on the boundary. Lachana.
Yeah, good one-handed stop. And was hit in the gap by Thomas. You can say steered into the gap. And it took a diving stop to save 2 more runs. Appeal, but everyone knew that was outside the line of the off stump.
So we must figure out why Aldean Thomas has on the shirt Zoom. ZUM. I like to look at these things, short numbers and so on. So we see zoom, and that's it. Zoom sweeping. That's single to end the over. So just 4 runs in that over. So a good over from Afras Buru. And every time you bowl a good over in terms of economical stuff, it will put pressure on the batting side.
Yeah, Zoom, I believe is his call name. Heard some of the guys shouting for Zoom in yesterday's game.
I don't think he has me.
So this is over number 8. I'm going to Kesh Moti getting through his overs very quickly, and with Afras Buru at the other end already into the 8th over. And that's what you want sometimes as a bowling unit. Don't want the batters to settle and get their composure too quickly. You want to keep at them all the time. Nice shot. That's going to beat the inner ring. It's going to run away. Nice shot. Powerful and well placed as well.
Yes, control is the word we can use to describe that one. Nicely turned his wrist on that one and just hit it to the right of the fielder. Well, right through his legs, I should say. So I can say good placement as well. 4 more to ACS. Had a good delivery from Moti.
So Moti realizing that this venue is small in terms of the boundaries. We want to keep things tight. Want to rush the batters. Losing his footing there on that occasion.
Since the spinners have come on, the runs have just dried up slightly. Moti into his 3rd over, just 19 runs conceded thus far. As we mentioned, Afras Buru, of course, picked up dangerous Aaron Williams. He too, very economical. Cut away into the gap. He's getting close to the boundary. Another one-handed stop. Saves 2 more.
Moti collects his cap because it's the end of his 3rd over. ACS looking to get 248 to win. It's an uphill task at the moment. They've lost 2 wickets in the process already. 72 on the board.
And even those 2 guys thinking about the cricket. One's rubbing his chin. Maybe thinking about how he would plan or how he would go about this run chase. Current run rate 9. Not too far off what's required, but still a long way to go.
Batting right down for ACS. Kevin Buri, Gangadin, Yadram, all very capable. Karan Ganesh there as well, Suresh Danai. So lots of batting. Pace off to begin with. Buru starts his 3rd, the 9th of the innings.
Yeah, once again we see a lot of spin on offer for Afras Buru. Not so much for Moti on the other end. But Buri getting that ball. Grip turn. Giving some trouble to these 2 batters. Alin Thomas, usually very positive, loves to score very quickly. Just 10 from 13 deliveries, making that 14. Brandon Wilson started positively as well, but has since slowed down slightly. Again, huge turn on offer for Buru. Wilson looking to tug it, but can't get bottom ball. Beating the fielder. As poor effort from the fielder. That's going to be 4 runs to Wilson. The first 4 hit off of Boodoo.
You'll see it's a good effort from Diona Ryan, the tallest man and the oldest man on the field. It was in the air and just to his left that he put in the dive. Must give him A+ for effort. Still in the ninth. So Boodoo really doing well with ball. You can see using the width of the crease as well, going wide of the off stump of the mark and delivering. So seems to have good knowledge of this game, what is required of him. And Fraz Boodoo,
He's bowling to 2 first-class bowlers, batters rather. Nicely guided away, steered back pass, backward point. That's going to be 4 more to Wilson. He's on a roll, just finding his groove now as he hits another one. So a bit expensive for Boodoo as the 9th comes to an end. ACS 81 for 2.
yeah, it's a beautiful shot indeed. Just delaying the shot. I saw him play a couple of those at Rosal Kanji ground against Tugbo Park in the opening fixture. So he has that love for the late cut and square drive. Does Randall Wilson. 29 already, the top score. Perez was scoring very quickly but did not survive too long. Thomas has a start. He'll be looking to bat very deep. This player want to play the same way Jonathan Fu, play the same role that Jonathan Fu and Kisun did. Consolidate, hold innings together, but score rapidly.
New bowler, Sunarayan Chatagoon, replacing Moti from the southern end. He's going to bowl some gentle leggies.
Yeah, I think he has a very good leg spin actually. Just short.
I think that was the googly.
Starts with the googly. So recently I learned that his non-cricketing name is Ramesh. So we tend to speak a lot, so I call him Ramesh. So Ramesh is into the attack now. After his playing days, and now into business, a businessman, a family man, and also into coaching at Albion Cricket Club. But they're not at home, they're actually using Jai Hind ground because their club, the ground is actually under construction. Big upgrade happening at the Albion ground. Oh, that's a half tracker and he's lucky to get away with that.
Started with 2 googlies, now the flipper. A quicker one. Sliding out to the front of the hand. Pushing it through. Let's wait to see if he's going to give us a leggy in this over.
It has everything, that's a low full toss. This time runs now. Too short, and it's about time someone dispatch him. Another half tracker from Sunarayan Chatagoon, the veteran, and is punished.
Yeah, short delivery. Thomas just rocked the back, said thank you very much. He's going to capitalize fully, hitting it into the gap in front of mid-wicket. And with his power, it was going to be 4 all the way.
6 runs from the first 5 deliveries in this over. So Chatagoon bowling over number 10. So pressure back on ACS. They need to continue scoring boundaries every over to stay close to this run chase. Oh, ill-directed. That's a quicker one. So I think he's bowled 6 different deliveries so far.
Just mixing it up. Maybe the leggy is a surprise delivery. Tickled behind square. So 8 off the over. ACS in reply to 248. Or chasing 248 rather. They're 8 and 9 for 2.
So the spectators are coming in. And coming in is the spectator on the blue motorcycle, just back from representing her national side in the regional tournament, Shabika Gajnabi, international all-rounder. And that's her ride. Lovely Suzuki motorcycle.
Yes, every time you come to Chesney, she always comes and takes up her spot just on the edge of the ground, looking on her motorcycle.
It will be the keeper as well. Lots of turn on that occasion, and again, pace on. So Afras Buru will want to continue to the bowl the way he bowled at the start of his last over. Not try to rush that.
Yeah, a lot of turn from Budu. And I'm interested to see how or if Moti gets a chance at that end, how he's going to spin the ball. Budu getting a lot of spin. Punished! Short ball. And you cannot be bowling that to Thomas. He's going to take full toll out to the ground, John.
Meat and drink in the countryside, and Thomas loves that. Another delivery that he's going to take advantage of. Look at that, Afras Buru pitching up. This time Thomas swiveling and bringing up the 100 in grand style for ACS in over number 11.
Thomas just finding his feet. Last game half century. Now after a good start, if he gets going, he might or he could produce a similar innings to Fu. Lots of power. Nicely punched off the back foot. He's looking good.
Then there's Yadram to come as well to give him some support should he be required. This pair seems to be doing the goods for ACS. Wilson getting into the 30s now. There he goes, teeing off nicely over mid-wicket, and that's gone under the house again. So another refreshing blow struck by Randall Wilson, easing pressure now, and the score races away to 107 in the 11th.
Yeah, nice shot. Just stepping across, creating that room, but in the slot, and he just went with the shot. Easy, cool swing from Wilson. He hasn't looked to hit the ball too hard today, but just deposited over the mid-wicket boundary. Him alongside Aldin Thomas. He put on 57 already in quick time. Just 32 deliveries. So they're just keeping the tempo of this innings. ACS losing two wickets in quick succession. But this partnership now just steadying things for the rest to come.
Yeah, you needed partnerships, and this 57-run partnership for the third wicket is backing up what they had at the top of the order, 47. So batting in partnerships and batting very well in this run chase. I think this is going to go down to the wire this evening.
One more to Wilson. Two sixes hitting this over already. Pudu will look to close it out.
Jonathan Fu just parries it a little bit, but no damage done. The batters remained on just a single. So another expensive over coming to an end from Afras Buru. He has bowled 4 overs now, 1 for 34. Picking up the early wicket, but also going for runs. 11 gone, 109 for the loss of 2. And the spectators are out in their numbers on their preferred mode of transportation, 2 wheels. Hello, Legit, once again.
Hello, John, and it's good to see some limousines in this part of Guyana. In fact, all of them are on 2 wheels. And the gentleman on one of the bicycle there is a guy by the name of, I can't remember the fraud, he's some Mutu. But he was looking for you, John, played cricket in Berbice, played Bristol Cup final and so on.
Anyone can look for me, Legit, except the police.
Yeah, Kalimutu is the name. He's here for a funeral, and he said he was listening. No, he normally listens to you and myself throughout the Caribbean doing cricket and so on. He wanted to see you. He actually saw me. So I'd like to say hi to Mr. Kalimutu.
As Chattergoon continues, this time down the ground. Will Afras Buru get it? Yes, he stops it.
And I like the look of Aldane Thomas and Wilson so far. Aldane, he can hit the ball. You remember him and Diego Martin John, ferocious hitter of the cricket ball. He scored 100 against Guyana there.
Good containing stuff from Chattergoon. This is his second over now. Yeah, that innings at Diego Martin, it was quiet most of that day. And then Aldine came in and really blazed to that 100. And I remember hundreds after 100 in that game in the Jeet. 184 from Tejan Ryan Chandapal. A blistering knock from Vishal Singh as well. Aldane Thomas. 98 came from John Campbell. German Blackwood had 100 in that game. Oh, I remember going to bed quite early that night. I was tired from calling all those shots.
Yes, it was an amazing 4-day cricket match. Lots of runs. Good delivery here by Chatters. Right on target. I remember Hemraj in that innings too. A powerful 75. Did not go on to score 100 when we felt he should have gotten there.
Yeah, he got tired in the end. I remember that one indeed. Oh yeah, that's pretty close to the leg stump, but umpire says anything outside the line of the leg stump is not allowed. Umpire Imran Mokan, fellow school teacher like yourself in the Jeet.
Yes, teachers are all over the place. You just can't stop them. Even if you retire from the job, they still call you sir.
Sir Tinley. Good over from Senior Ryan Chattergoon again. A bunch of singles, and that's it. No boundaries. Very important for Chesney that they do not leak boundaries. Last delivery wandering down the track, and Chattergoon hit the stumps, but he was back in. Wilson. Actually, Thomas. 12 gone, 114 for 2.
Yes, so who are the ones that took the wicket? Moti, 1 for 21 and 1 for 34. Afras Buru, who started well. Ramcharan, none for 25. Narayan, dear Narayan, just a lone over, none for 10. And Senior in Chattergoon, 2 overs, 5 dot balls, 13 runs, no wicket. He has the best economy rate of just a little bit over 6. But look at that strike rate, the run rate rather, 12 by the ACS team, and that's very healthy.
Over number 13 has begun. So Afras Buru is going to bowl out. This is his 5th and final. Remember, it's a 25 overs a side game. And looking at that bowling charts, some of the bowlers are being held back, including Gurikesh Moti, maybe to break a big partnership, maybe at the back end of the innings. And they will be tested because ACS, they're on the verge really of a good run chase. 39 fours and 14 sixes so far. That will add. So another boundary this time. So the boundaries continue to flow here at Chesney. Afras Buru leaking a boundary. Thomas taking advantage of a ball that was outside his off stump. Had to fetch in the Jeet.
And kept his eyes on the ball, and he's driving this time out into the offside field. Misfielding here by who?
Fu.
Yes, and allow the single. Well, that was a fantastic shot that went to the boundary for 4 runs. Need 129 runs in 76 balls. And when you think in terms, somebody like Bhaskar Yadram is yet to come, who I've seen over the years. This is, that's a great shot. That's gone way out over mid-wicket. That's a massive blow.
That one has left not only the ground, but the entire block. That is gone. That's a real huge one coming off the bat of Randall Wilson. Has a half century already in the tournament, or in the tour. And really helping himself. He has another 6 he's getting close to a half century.
Yes, and these boys are strong, and they are good cricketers, both Randall Wilson and Aldane Thomas. If you're going to let it go in that slot often, well, often you will be disappeared. It's going to take you over mid-wicket, over the backward square, and virtually play the slug sweep at it. So he's seeing it good. He continued to look set. Randall Wilson, 45 from 30, and Aldane Thomas, 31 from 38. This partnership should be worrying. The current run rate is 9.95. They need 122 from 74 balls.
The ACS will continue tomorrow on their tour of Guyana 2024, taking on the Police Sports Club at the Queen's College School Ground. That's on Good Friday. That will be a good game. Maltino's on Saturday, the day after, and then wrap up their tour at Enmore. So lots of action still to come for ACS, and we'll be happy to bring it to you right here on FL Sport.
And look where they'll be ending the tour, John, at Enmore Community Centre. That's going to be a hype of activity. And certainly at Enmore, they start advertising around the community for this game.
Yeah, I remember they do heavy advertising. And there's Dio, young Dio, with a lot of stress on his shoulders. Yeah. I love what they do in Enmore and the environs. They have a vehicle that will go around with a public address speaker, announcing, making the local announcements. And that has started. And we can expect a mammoth crowd at Enmore, as we usually do. But ACS will be wrapping up their tour on that Sunday. And like I said, follow the action live on FL Sport. All of the social handles as well. Look for FL Sport, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And the TikTok has been doing well, but we need some more supporters. Just jump and follow us. Like, share.
Yes, John, and FL Sports is also broadcasted live on, what is it, Guyana TV network?
On the network as well. The network is available. Just download. So the ball is back with Buru. Not sure if it's the same one. Buru getting close to 50 runs being conceded in his spell. We saw that happening with Raymond Perez, who bowled just 3 overs and went for 50. It's all part of the game.
Yes, all part of the game, and give credit to Jonathan Fu. He went after Perez, smashed him all over the place. This is a ferocious looking slog sweep all along the ground that's gone down towards the deep backward square region for another boundary, but it was hit pretty hard by Aldane Thomas.
And that is the 50 for Afraz Buru as he comes out of the attack. 5 overs for him, 1 for 51. Yes, Aldane Thomas really taking advantage of that one, realizing that he can fetch from outside the off stump, and it's going to be a safe shot. We're the holy month of Ramadan, so maybe our sister there getting ready to break her fast.
Yes, and the holy month of Ramadan has always been a beautiful season, beautiful days of fasting and prayers. I think, our world today need a lot of divine intervention with all that is going on. Famine, severe droughts, floods, hurricanes, earthquakes, and wars across the globe. Off the back foot this time, that's gone through the cover region.
So Archer has been very busy on the cover boundary, but he's been doing very well.
And his catching has been good too. We saw that the catch that he took to dismiss, I think, was Williams, Oren Williams, was a fine catch. This is powered all the way over mid-wicket. That's a maximum. Great shot. Just a little movement down the line. We shall certainly see it on the replay, but he picked it up beautifully off the meat of the bat, the sweet spot, yes. Picked it up nicely, and look, the use of the wrist, brilliant.
Wonderful shot indeed, just advancing to the leg spinner. Realizing that the pitch is a true pitch, won't get ferocious turn. So greeting him on the half volley, taking the partnership now to 88 from just 48. Good shared contribution, which Randall Wilson kept slightly more quiet. But nice partnership, just losing 2 early wickets.
Certainly. 3-5, and they have brought the required run rate below 10. So that's the hallmark of this partnership. It has been aggressive. They know how important it is to stay within the striking distance. You don't want to leave anything to the back end of the innings.
Likewise with Chesney Sports Club, they're looking to pick up wickets and continue to pick up wickets to peg back this batting lineup. And the spectators are near and far beyond the boundaries there.
That's a good spot to watch the game.
Yeah, but that's a wagon wheel so far of Aldane Thomas. Half-hearted, started to go up Charagoon, but decided not to.
So chances are he's bowling some little leg breaks here. I wanted to know if he has any googly in his armory. If he has, well then just try one here at Aldane Thomas. Well, he was trying it actually, but got banged through the offside field, through extra cover for 4.
Second boundary in the over. That's another short delivery from Cedar Ryan Chatagoon, known for his batting. And they tend to call him a part-time leg spinner, but he will back himself as a leg spinner. That was too short on that occasion, too wide. And Thomas was prepared to go after the ball and will not miss out. Chance almost for Chatagoon to his left. And Zakir, the energetic Zakir, at long off in a high traffic area, doing very well.
Yes, and his colleagues in the main pavilion, they were shouting at Zakir, saying that he's 69 years old, but he's moving rapidly and smartly out in the middle.
Well, I tell you what, Inajit, this is like the 3rd year I've been here, and I'm hearing the same age for Zakir. I'm not sure if he likes 69 or the spectators who have been calling him that age.
Well, I don't know for sure, but I know about a man named John Ramsing who loves that number.
It's over number 14 coming to an end. 143 for 2.
Yeah, so they're watching from bicycles, motorbikes, and now we see that's a wagon. And look at that. Full 128, blistering knock, supported by Kisun and Chatagoon. Yadram, 2 for 43, 1 apiece for Danai and Balgobin. Randall Wilson is on 47 from 33. Thomas 46 from 33. Perez gone for his 24. Very competitive cricket match so far.
And that's what we all want. Good cricket. We don't want one side to dominate the other and it just becomes a walk in the park or a formality. Look at the worms. Well, they're pretty much being separated now. The blue worm is climbing and showing that there's gap now between the blue and red and yellow. So it means now that ACS, they are ahead at this stage.
Yes, and we are approaching the hour of 17 hours. It's now 10 minutes to 5 in the afternoon. I still feel that the light is going to be good here. We're waking up in the morning, lots of mist. Think there might be slight Sahara dust in that as well. In the evening, yesterday afternoon, the sun was blood red, so to the moon.
Yeah, I think the reason for that moon being that color because of the reflection from Earth, of course, where all the fires are taking place, all of the forest fires. It's so dry. You expect that to happen often. Start of a new over, start of a new spell from Gudakesh Moti. This is now over number 15. Moti now for the his 4th over. And that's what I was saying earlier. He's going to come back looking to break the partnership. But sometimes you really want your best bowler in these special situations. So this is another good battle.
Straying down the leg side here, Gudakesh Moti. And they're coming back for 2. The return comes in a stiff one. But good running between Thomas and Wilson, ensuring that they get 2 more there. Now, this is a decision that most captains will take, and you're right about that, John. You want to break the partnership? If you don't break it, well, then what you're going to do is to just ensure that the run rate they're looking for will rise. Made some connection, but doesn't have enough. If he gets the wicket, well, then it's just what the doctor has ordered. If he doesn't, and then let's say they're going to bowl him out for his 5 overs, it could backfire on them as well.
And sometimes it's really tough being a captain, but you have to make a decision and back yourself. Getting on to 48 now. Randall Wilson. So he's on the verge of another half century. Played a couple of club matches for DCC before migrating to the US of A. DCC in Queenstown, Georgetown. Bowl, full, yorked himself. And there is the big wicket that they've been looking for. Aldane Thomas cleaned up by Gurukesh Moti for 47 from 37. It's now 147 for 3 in the 15th.
Yes, just look at this delivery very keenly. That's right into the block hole, yorked by Gurukesh Moti, and he has been brought on to do that job. So he has done it with some brilliance and excellence. Aldane Thomas, a hard-hitting innings of 47 from 36 has come to an end.
And a partnership as well, a very good partnership broken. So that is what they've been looking to do. So the game has taken another twist again in the Jeet.
And this is what you expect from your ace spinner. He's a West Indian player, and he's showing us why he's a West Indian player. He has bowled well.
One of the things both sides will have to consider is the light, because as we get towards the 5 p.m. mark here in Guyana, we will start to lose natural daylight, and something that they'll want to look at closely.
Yes, I agree with you. And especially in the early months of the year, you know, the light is not going to last as long as possible. When you go past that 5 p.m., well, it is just beginning to dwindle, and we're seeing that here today. And there's still how many? 10 overs to go after this delivery.
Chatram Balgabin, youngster from Enmore on the east coast of Demerara. Look at that strike rate, 114. You need to work on his runs.
Motu, this is John.
Successful over for Gurukesh Moti and for Chesney. Moti now completes 4 overs, 2 for 23, 147 for 3, 15 gone.
That's on that motorbike noise that you heard not too long ago. It is actually Shabika Gajnabi motorbike giving us a treat of how good she is on the 2-wheel. Look at that. Oren Williams.
Yes, he's hit 24s
Yes.
in his on tour so far. In total, 170 hit in the tour. In terms of sixes, 55 being hit. 7 to Jonathan Fu. All those came today, and we were here to witness it live. What a special knock.
And not only witness, we are here to describe it as well. So 15 gone, 147 for the loss of 3. The current run rate 9.80. They need 101 from 60 balls.
Yep, and these 5 will help. 5 wides. So just strain down the leg side. Chattagoon. And now that just drops the required run rate on the 10. 96 now required from 60. The 150 has come up with that delivery. Those 5 extras.
And Sion has been splendid with his scoring on the ball. These little landmarks, ensuring we know about it. This is swatted away out through mid-wicket. And down to the boundary for 4. That's the 50 for Randall Wilson. He's gone on to 52. Has been a brilliant innings from him from just 34 deliveries.
Yeah, from the moment he stepped out there, he looked comfortable. He wanted runs, and he looked very positive from the inception. Looking for more runs into the gap. When the man comes wrong, just a single on this occasion. Yeah, this is second 50 on tour. He's in form. He's looking to get some big runs, and he surely has been leading ACS from the top of the order.
Yes, just 34 balls, 5 4s and 2 6s for his half century. The thing is now he must ensure that he carries on. You do not want to lose too many wickets at this juncture in the game. 91 required so far for victory. They've brought it down below 10. That's a good delivery by Senior and Chattagoon, right on target, and he has bowled well. Chattagoon has not managed to pick up a wicket, but in the circumstances, bringing all his experience to the fore.
Bagabin can't afford to have too many dot balls. ACS going at a good tempo, a good rate. His role should not be there to now slow it down, but to rather build on it and keep on pushing this ACS cause. Cracked away into the offside. Good fielding. But they're going to steal a second. That's good running from ACS.
Certainly good run in between these two, and if you're not getting the sixes and the fours, this is the best that they can do. Rotate the strike, turn the ones into twos, look for the singles. Oh, that's well played. A nice little tinkle, deliberate shot here by Randall Wilson, and it goes away down to the boundary.
Yes, train once again, Chattagoon and Wilson. Good form, as you mentioned. Just had to get some bat on that. Didn't look to hit it too much. Just away from the fine leg fielder. And look at that. Knew it was 4 from the moment he hit it. Look at the guys under the shed. Looking on keenly. Been treated to some good action. Competitive action this afternoon at Chesney.
Yes, and 17 runs came off that over from Senior and Chattagoon that actually has damaged his figures. 42 runs knocked off his 4 overs, going for more than 10 and over, and that is what counts. Required run rate 9.33 with 7 wickets in hand. It must be that the ACS team is now favourite to win this one.
Here, last over, going for 17. Could that be the match winning over? Maybe breaking the back of the chase? Look at that. Massive over, but it looks small in comparison to those towers compliments of Jonathan Fu towards the end of their innings.
And that is what made the difference between the two teams.
We said 17 is large. 17 looks like one of the smaller towers on that graph.
So Zakir comes into the bowling attack now. And immediately that swung away. Where that's gone miles. And I'm sure that the umpire is going to signal a maximum. Has that gone pretty close to FL Sports Bus? And some guys are panicking here. Joshua Ramlal is going down the street.
Another coat of varnish would have hit it.
Yeah. John Ramsing said another coat of varnish. Pretty close indeed.
That was a magnificent shot from Balgobin. He loves playing that shot, but every time I see it, it just looks better and better. Washed it onto the bat and brilliantly executed.
Yes, certainly. And Balgobin is a character that we have heard so many times in school or in the street corners, looking for a big swing. Eludes the keeper, and this is going to run away down towards the boundary. Those are going to be what? Wait for the signal from the umpire?
4 runs.
In fact, he got some bat onto it. So that's a boundary straight down the leg side, Zakir. And look at that. 78 now from 53 balls, getting much more closer. So a 6 and a 4, 10 runs from 2 deliveries in this over.
Looking to big drive and a misfield again. They're looking for 2. And once again, we see a showcase of good running by ACS batters. I've been told Zakir is 56 years old.
And he looks as fit as a fiddle here.
Keeper giving him a bye there. I've been told his name is Zakir, so apologies, correction, Zakir.
Zakir. Right. Remember I told you? Zakir. So we can't forget that. 176 for 3. Match on. Look, that run rate has just, for the first time in the game, come below 9. Just above 8.
And that's compliments of the last over on this one. And now Wilson playing a good hand, realizing he already has 13 from the over, knocking this one down the ground and getting another one. 14 of the over, one ball to come still.
Yes, and Chesney, while they were feeling when they scored at 247 that here's a chance to win this game, just beginning to see that it's going to elude them unless something miraculous happen here, because ACS has some powerful hitters of the cricket ball to come.
Nicely guided, but can't find the gap. So one to end the 17th. ACS in pursuit of 248. They are 179 for 3. We spoke about those kites earlier. Here we go, the youngster enjoying himself.
Boy, that's something precious he has in his hand. That's a prize possession for any little boy. A kite in the hand approaching Easter.
Lovely to see. And the crowd is just built up nicely. Not as much as we saw last year at Chesney, but definitely a good crowd. The DJ is entertaining them in between overs. And of course, they're being entertained out in the middle by brilliant display from the batters.
You're right, Ronaldo. It has been good batting. Another motorbike. You hear the noise in the distance. It goes by. That's a mode of transportation around this area that's very, very prominent. You love motorbikes?
No, I don't, personally.
In my younger days, I used to, well, they say you don't ride motorbikes, you actually drive them, because you have to get a driver's license to drive the motorbike. I enjoyed them, man. Sometimes you feel so light on them. That's when you go on the gas too much. Had my own little trills.
So Moti for his last. I think the two ACS batters will realize, or they should recognize, that this is his last. Let's play him out, not lose any wickets. Don't try anything too risky, because at this point, I think they're in front of the game.
Certainly they are. Required run rate 8.68. Yes, and you know, people are watching it on their phones. This is good to see. Absolutely splendid. Hello to you guys. Keep watching, keep listening.
Shout out to our cameraman and Kosi. We have Sunil next to him. Guide away, but straight to the man. That would have been a suicidal run. Good work by the veteran, as they call him here.
Yes, and they badly need to get this wicket of Randall Wilson. That's the reason why they've brought on Gudakesh Moti once again. This is his final over. 2 for 23. They're begging. Moti get us one. Well, that one's down the leg side and a wide. Moti won't mind giving away a wide if he can get a wicket with the next ball.
And at the same time, Wilson wouldn't mind a few dots, a single here and there, because they just want to face him, just play him out, just leave him with just 2 wickets that he has.
Yes, and now look, this is intelligent cricket there. Just not looking to get a dot ball, but looking for a run, and that's good stuff we are seeing here from Wilson and Balgobin.
Oh, that one was very, very enticing. Balgobin's eyes lit up for a second. But this wily character of Moti, you can't get him away that easily. 2 balls left for him.
Yeah, and even here again, the presence of mind with soft hands. The return comes in and misses the woodwork there. Looking for the single. Don't do that at this stage of the game. And Moti knows that. This game has been played with great spirit, like all the matches ACS has been involved in, against Stockbrook Park, West Berbice, South Essequibo, North Essequibo, and today against the boys from Chesney and Kilcoy.
Oh, that's not gonna please Moti. 5 more added to ACS's total, spoiling Moti's figures. 5 wides and still a ball to come.
Yes, I think what the keeper did there was to get up too early. If you play the game and you're being coached, your coach will tell you get up as late as possible. So was the keeper leaking runs?
Bit of turn there for Moti. That's the end of his spell. 2 for 32 from his 5. ACS, they need 59 from the last 7.
And that's very gettable with 7 wickets standing and in the ring with the big show still to come. So that's very, very possible.
Big Show had a lot of traveling to do the last couple of days and even this morning, but he had a lot of rest. He rested for the entire 18 overs. I think that's just good enough for him to come out there and blast a few. He doesn't need a lot. Saw him bowling earlier, getting some pace and some bounce. Still going at it. But of course, ACS may not even think they need him. Just 59 required from 7 overs. These two can get it.
Yes, it's very possible, but over the years we have seen how the game of cricket changed drastically with a 2 or 3 good overs. You pick up a 2-3 wickets and with the opposition team, the one that you feel at one stage will win this at a canter, the game changes and turns everything upside down. That is why this game of cricket is so beautiful.
Good cricket. Secure coming back for his second. Was a bit expensive in his first. Looking for a better over this time. His figure has been spoiled by the 5 wides. Not a wide.
Yes, that's umpire Muntaz Ali, the man from the west coast of Berbice. He was so ecstatic today when Arif Khan picked up that 5-wicket haul at the under 15 level.
There he goes again. A repeat of a shot played earlier. Hit another car. That's 6 more.
Well, actually close to the car, but smacked into a zinc work down in that part of the ground. And it's always danger when you see the ball coming off the bat, heading towards the direction where cars are parked. Yeah, that smashed into a zinc fence. Right, luckily for that fella. I hope that these cars that come here have their insurance covering their windscreen and so on. That blue Spacio, I think our cameraman might not be able to pick it up, but that place is actually anointed. Nothing can't really touch that. Just behind of the members' pavilion that's providing the shield.
The last shot, a favorite of Balgobin. Loves to swivel and pull over deep mid wicket and square leg. So if you only put it on his legs again, a short length ball, he will put him over the ropes. In the slot and lofts it over cover. Is that gone all the way?
Yes,
One
it
bounce.
smacked the zinc woodwork again.
I think that's 1 bounce into the rope, or into the zinc rather. Brilliant shot, pitched up in the slot, had room to free his arms and just went with it. 1 bounce into the fence. 47 from 39. That last boundary bringing up to 200 for ACS. 201 for 3 in the 19th over.
Yes, and they're running away with this one here, ACS at the moment. Now that's gone again. That's a vicious shot. Great shot here by the left-handed Chatram Balgobin. Over the top of the backward square. Now look at that. Just moving inside the stump and picking up that one beautifully. Look at the timing here. To perfection, boy.
He loves that area. Straight on the legs again. This time down on one knee. And slog sweeping it over square leg. What a shot that is. And they run away with it now. 4-1 required.
from 37 balls, 38 balls actually. So it's getting closer and closer.
This over very expensive. 19 from it already. And earlier we asked, would that 17 run over change things? From that over, things have just
Change.
well, I should say, I think things have just flowed.
Yes,
You know,
so
the
sure.
pipe has burst.
And off the back foot beats third man, heading away towards the boundary. It's not going to get there. They'll go back and complete 210 for the loss of 3. 19 gone. It has been a joy being here at Chesney to broadcast this on FL Sports. You'll be joined by John Ramsing.
So in reply to 247 posted by Chesney, ACS 210 for 3. Randall Wilson is leading the charge. Alden Thomas played a spectacular role earlier, 47 from 37. Chidram Balgobin just joined Wilson, and he's quickly sped up to 32 off just 14 deliveries. Some massive sixes behind square. John, at this point, who do you predict is going to win this one?
Hello once again, Ronaldo. Hello everyone. Momentum is with the batting side, and at that stage, almost 6 runs and over. It should be a walk in the park this afternoon.
Looking for that same shot over square leg. Can't get back on it.
458 runs already scored in this game. So it's a very, very high scoring venue we've seen over the years. Again, living up to that billing.
So Dean Ryan is back in the attack for his second. He opened the ball in for Chesney. You can see that 9 run over was a good start for them. Quick single. Randall Wilson just ticking along nicely, up to 6-6.
One thing about Narayan Narayan, he plays every cricket that is there to play. He plays in Masters categories as well. Swung away, bang into the zinc. So 4 more. So now the run rate that is required is less than a run a ball now. So it's even Stevens. So Chatram Balgobin coming in and having a go. Did not need a license to do so. And is doing very well so far in his little cameo. 36 from 16 and exactly a run a ball now. So I was saying Narayan plays everything. Hard ball, soft ball, age-group cricket, open cricket. Quite a competitor he is.
Things just slipping away from Chesney Sports Club. They need a wicket and need it as soon as possible. Moti's ball out, so someone else has to step up. Not a flowing drive by Wilson. It seems as though they're just going through the motions now. 31 from 31.
So it's a run a ball now. 218 after 20 for a loss of 3. So run a ball 13 required. Another 2 wickets. Let's say a separate. But let's say one of these batters get dismissed. And then Yadram comes and goes very early. That can be another twist. Let's see if a bowler can come and create some magic.
Someone has to step up. Who will it be? The channel steps up. Can he be the match winner? Can he be the game changer? 5 overs left. He needs to get Wilson out. Needs to get Balgobin out. Chesney need a couple of wickets.
As the elder brother of Shabika Gajnabi into the attack in the 21st over. So 5 overs still to go in this contest. And by Muntaz Ali in discussion with one of the players, because down the far side one of the support staff. Oh, there was a big discussion at long on with Imran Khan and Gorakesh Moti. So Lachana starts with a wide.
First time in this innings, the required run rate under a run a ball. Shows the dominance of ACS in this innings.
The bounce. They have paced this run chase very nicely from the get-go. Did not allow themselves to be bogged down. Targeted the boundaries, targeted bowlers, and they're in good position now to carry home this game. That's short, pulled away savagely. 4 more. So they're getting closer to the tape now. They can see the tape is in front of them, and they're getting close to touch that tape.
Yeah, not a short ball, and Wilson will not miss out on that. Rocked back and hit it in between mid wicket and long on. He's in good form and he's not going to miss out. 4 more. Followed up that 4 with a single. And that's just one of the highlights of ACS's innings. Boundary hitting, yes, but rotation of strike, very important and very key in this run chase.
Still 24 needed from 27. It's fading light here now. That one is lapped over down to that fine leg region. So there's a ball outside the line of the leg stump. And there was Chatram Balgobin just getting in position quickly, helping it along its way.
Yeah, he loves that shot. He just went down a bit. We had to wait it slightly, but watched it onto the bat. And there's no one behind square. So once he got bat on it, he's going to get runs. Big shot. Over long on. Or no. Just on the edge of the boundary. Good catch by Chatagoon. So Balgobin, he goes for a quick fire 4-1. Just 19 deliveries. I think his innings, along with Wilson's, has really changed the complexion of things. ACS, even though losing their 4th wicket, they're well on their way.
Comfortable catch for Chatagoon in the end. No big celebration for ACS, realizing that the game is slipping away from them despite the wicket going down. 4-1, a very good hand from Balgobin. Just 19 deliveries. 228 for the loss of 4 in the 21st. 20 needed from 25. And with momentum, with Randall Wilson still there, with what's to come, it's right now ACS game to lose.
Just 20 required from 25 deliveries. The new batter, Kevon Booty, hasn't really made an impact on the tour so far. Just a few runs, but he's in at number 6. He will want to stay to the end, take his team home, and give himself some confidence, some momentum going into tomorrow's game.
Expensive but effective as well. Saif Lachana coming, first over coming to an end. 228 for the loss of 4 with 4 overs to go. And 3 matches to go on this tour. Tomorrow, ACS take on Police at the Queen's College Sports Club ground, Queen's College School ground. Then the next day against Maltino's at Maltino's, and that will be the end of the Georgetown leg. Then they head to the east coast of Demerara to wrap things up for the entire tour with a clash against Enmore Community Centre Cricket Club. That will be fascinating. 8 matches in 9 days must be grueling, but so far they're managing very well. This is match number 5. Look at what happened previously. Began with a victory against Dogba Park, one against West Berbice, then lost to South Essequibo, bounced back to the winning ways against North Essequibo, and here they are today against Chesney, on course for victory number 4 in their 5th match. Losing light, but not the action. Just about 4 hits away.
Straight up in the air. Look at the slug, sweep it. Who wants it? No one wants it. Lands in the middle of 2 fielders. And is it gone now? That's a big chance.
And a chance early from Kevon Booty. And he's lucky to survive. Out of form, but not out of luck. He's still there. Yeah, they're just going through the motion now. They needed that wicket to give them a little bit lift, a little bit of confidence. Did not happen, and now you can see Chesney just waiting for the end.
Yeah, 17 required. What a chase this has been from ACS. Not a single. They get 1 step, 1 run closer to victory. We've been treated to something spectacular today, John. Lots of runs, a lot of boundaries, a lot of 6s. We even saw some windows being broken. Zincs being dented.
Spirits lifted, confidence dented. All part of the game. Here's Narayan Dinarayan, a lanky figure, flighted, powerfully driven down towards extra cover. That's 4 more. This time Kevon Bori getting his first boundary. And it's like net session in the afternoon where the tired bowlers bowl to you for that full and driven powerfully.
Yes, just 11 now required. Just 11 to pick up a fabulous victory. ACS. There is manager, Mr. Terry Hastu, supporting the boys from the stands. And even at the break, you can overhear him telling his boys, you know, he has confidence. He knows that the guys will get these runs. Just have to bat in partnerships. He spoke about the 3 power plays. You know, he said, get targets, you know, bat the targets. Get 50 runs in the power play, you know. Start well and then continue building that tempo, that momentum. And his boys have heard him and they have excuses this afternoon.
Well done, Terry. Lachana starts his second over. Terry actually represented Guyana at the youth level way back before television was invented. Played for GCC in Georgetown. So that cricketing knowledge has been with him, and since the formation of ACS Everest, I understand, in 1981, he's been with this team. He's been carrying the goods, doing the goods, fetching the goods, and once again a proud manager of the side. In and out. The 56-year-old Zakir, he's a kind host, allowing the visitors to have their way, and Lachana will not be pleased at all. Like I said, the game is being played in high spirits, but that one could have really lifted the spirits of the home side as they further deflated with that chance again.
Yeah, I don't think that we could have changed the game too much, but every bowler would still want wickets, even in a losing cause. Short ball looking to get it over that mid-wicket region. Straight at the guy, but the power he hit it with just popped out. Wild swing on this occasion. Maybe looking to finish it very early.
2 hits away now, Randall Wilson. 7 runs needed. Will not come in this over at least. Saifullah Chan has completed 2 overs. 1 for runs. This time just 4 in this over. After 23, 241 for a loss of 4. 7 runs needed from 12.
Yeah, Wilson led from the front. He's not out on stem to 6. Some useful knocks from Alden Thomas, 47 from 37. Chatran Balgamel as well. Played a cameo, 41 from 19. 24 from Perez early on. He set the tone at the top of the order. Just 1 from Williams. And we keep a Bodie. He's there on 8. So they're well on the way. Just 7 required to pick up another win on tour. ACS have been dominant for the most part since they've landed here in Guyana.
So Jonathan Alexander Fu will bowl what in my opinion is the last over of this game. 7 needed.
Someone in the back of the commentary box says miracle. Who knows? Had a magic touch with the bat. Let's see how he goes.
Zakir again in the firing line, and it goes through him for 4. Lots of pressure being put on the veteran, the local veteran in Zakir.
3 more, John. 3 more. What a date has been at Chesney ground.
Did say 2 hits away. So 245 on the board, chasing 248 to win. Zika on Bori looking to finish it in grand style.
Sure.
A young substitute fielder is on the field there for Afraz Buru, and he is joined in the act of misfeeling, watching the batters enjoy their show. Still.
So 1 needed, John. Score is level. It should come in this ball. Take 2.
It's been a fine game, high scoring, lived up to the billing. Very competitive, very exciting. And now that is the finish as Narayan misfields, and that is the end of the game. So convincing victory once again for ACS. So they've bounced back to their winning ways. They've lost game number 3, won game number 4 before coming here today in game number 5 and chasing a mammoth total. They managed to get there with deliveries to spare. Handshakes all around. Congratulations ACS, winning by 6 wickets. Chesney, you put up a real good fight, but just not finishing the job today. Coming second. Look at that. Nice run chase. Started with Perez and Wilson. Wilson batted right through for 76. Got good support along the way. 47 from Thomas. Palgobin with a cameo 41. In the end, Wilson and Bodie finishing the job. 248 for 4. Helped along with 44 extras. How costly will that? Well, it's certainly very costly.
And turn to bowling. 2 wickets to Moti, of course, a star on show for Chesney Sports Club. 2 for 32 from his 5. Very economical in the context of this game. 1 apiece for Budu and Lachano. Other than that, everyone else very expensive. So Chesney going down to ACS. ACS very happy with another victory on tour. They'll head back to Georgetown this evening, because tomorrow they'll be playing Police at Queen's College Ground.
We'll take a break and come back with the presentation, the post-match presentation, and after that we say goodbye from Chesney for the final time today. So do stay tuned.
Good afternoon to the Chesney Sports Club. He said it's on.
There's a delay. Keep going.
All right, thank you. You know, arriving here today, we were a little late, and we apologize to this Chesney Sports Club for that. We were so late, we had to get the police to bring us in. But as it turned out to be, it was a wonderful day of cricket. Once again, a lot of familiar faces here. And as usual, we had a remarkable treatment. We want to thank the Chesney Sport Club from the bottom of our heart for hosting us today. And as much as I would say we like coming here, I think today the Chesney Club were happy that we could put them on the schedule. Times are changing in New York. For my generation, in 1986, we first came here. I'm the only one part of the club on this tour right now. Times are changing, and these youngsters want to play at other fields and other games, and they have to be entitled to that because they're playing the cricket for the club. I wish the Chesney Sports Club all the best in the future, and because the game was not on our schedule, but we had to make it on the schedule, we had no presentation for them, but we're going to make a donation towards the Chesney Sports Club. If somebody could come forward and accept the donation on behalf of ACS. The Jonathan Fu, we have one ACS Cup for a brilliant 100. He's not around, but we would like to leave it with Chesney, and he can pick it up when he wants, and Bodhi is going to hand it over. Now I'm going to turn you over to Karen Ganesh, who is the captain of the game today. And thank you guys once again.
I'll make it short. Alright guys, good afternoon. I'd like to thank Chesney for hosting us on short notice. Again, it was a wonderful game, nearly 500 run score. Everyone will be part of it, the groundsmen, commentary, the cook, everyone. Thank you so very much, and hope to see you guys next year again. And with that, we have man and match gloves for Naresh Kisoon. Come down. Again, guys, thanks for everything. And you have anyone to say something, man?
Yeah, good afternoon. First of all, I'd like to thank Terry and the ACS for once again visiting our club. It was a wonderful game, and congratulations once again to your team. I thought Chesney played pretty well this year. Hopefully next year we do better. Thank you guys very much.
So that's it for us here from Chesney Ground in Barbies. Join us tomorrow as we bring you another fixture with the ACS. Also, we have the Good Friday Bash on live from Maltino's Ground, and it promises to be an exciting one. Do join us. Thank you for watching.